Alright, okay, welcome back, my NextGen family. We are going to go through this paper, which is Stage 8 Progression Test 2024, Paper 2. Okay, so we're going to go to the first question here. Okay, expand the brackets. How do we expand 5x times x plus 4? Okay, I want you all to answer together also as I discuss. Okay, you all can just type the answer in the chat so I know that you all are understanding this. Okay, this is a question on indices where we take 5x times x, then 5x times 4. 5x times x will be 5x squared. 5x times 4, 5 times 4 will be 20x. Okay, I also want y'all, if y'all understand every question, just type the number. Like I often say, if y'all understand number 1, just type 1. Okay? So just type 1 if y'all understand this question. Okay, if you don't understand, just ask me to stop. Okay? Just type in the step in the chat stop so that I can explain to y'all and clarify with y'all any part. Okay, type 1. Everyone just type 1. Okay, I think all this the first half normally is quite easier. Okay, 111. Okay, number 2. Rajesh sells 3 different sizes of cups of coffee in the ratio large, medium, small 392. He sells 238 cups of coffee in total. Find how many small cups of coffee Rajesh sells. Small got 2. Okay, this is a question on ratio and proportion. Okay, ratio and proportion. Okay, what is the ratio? Number 1, we have to find how many parts are there in total first. Okay, so total parts will be equals to 3 plus 9 plus 2. Okay, y'all can use calculator for this question. So just leverage on your calculator as I discuss together. I don't want you all to just copy. Please do try to do it together with me also. Okay, then what's the next part? We want to find one part. One part represent how much? So we take 238 divided by 14. Okay, 238 divided by 14, which is equals to 17. Small one has 2 parts. Okay, 2 parts for the small one. So we will take 17 multiplied by 2, which is equals to 34. Okay, so right here, 34. Okay, please type 2 if you get this. Okay, can I simplify the steps? Can. Okay, you don't have to write down every single one like that also can. Okay, but if you want at least show this working, okay, this 3 plus 9 plus 2, you can write 2 over 14 times 238. Okay, if you want to do, okay, if you want to do immediately. Okay, which part I don't understand? Susie, which part? This is ratio and proportion. Okay, you got total parts that is equivalent to this. So you need to find each of these part represent how much. Okay, how to find the parts? You have to find one part by taking this divided by this. Okay, then you find 2 parts. Okay, 2 parts. All right. Okay, understand? Everyone type 2. Type 2 if you all understand this. Okay, let's go next one. Number 3. Here is an inequality. Write down the greatest possible value of x. Okay, this one no calculation needed. Okay, what's the answer? Greatest possible value of x. How do we understand this? X less than or equal. Okay, less than or equal. So the greatest value is 7. Okay, no calculation needed. Okay, let's go to the next one. Number 4. Here is a compound shape made from a triangle and a rectangle. Anastasia wants to work out the area of this shape. Draw a ring around the side length she does not need to use. Okay, you've got 13, 10, 7, and 8. Which of these value is not needed to work out the area of this shape? Okay, what do you think? Okay, so we need to revise back on what we learned from shapes, okay, formula of shapes. Okay, we do this here. This is base times height. So we'll take this times this, right? Okay, 10. Okay, then this one, half times base times height, right? So we'll take half times base, which is 8. The height cannot be this, right? The height have to be this one. So we'll use this because we need to find this small part here, which is 13 minus 7. Okay, remember height must always be perpendicular height. So this one is not needed in the calculation to find the area. You don't need the slanted height. We call this the slanted height. Every time height in our formula of shapes, this is perpendicular height. Perpendicular means 90 degrees. 90 degrees. Most of the actually all the formulas in mensuration, whenever you see a height, is always 90 degrees. Okay, number 4. If you good, please type 4. Okay, 4, 4, 4. Okay, good. Okay, number 5. Gabriella says, I start with a number, I square it, and the answer is 169. Find the two possible numbers Gabriella could have started with. Okay, number 5. This is a word problem. I start with a number, I square it, then I would get the answer 169. Okay, very good, Ashwini. Okay, so we can say it's like this, right? X, okay, let's say a number X, we square it, we'll get 169. Then square, when we bring over to the other side, what do we get? Okay, what's the proper working? Square will become plus minus square root. Okay, it's not square root. So many of you will say, teacher, why isn't it just square root? Because you all have been learning wrongly already. Okay, has always been plus minus square root. Okay, so just type square root 169 into the calculator. You get 13. So you get two answers here. Okay, minus 13 and positive 13. Okay, what's the reasoning behind? Let's do in this manner. Is it negative 13 and positive 13? So we take like that. Negative 13 square, you have to bracket the whole thing, will be 169. 13 square is also 169. Okay, so the thing is there are two possible values. Every time when we square, okay, we want to change to a square root. It's always two different values. Okay, so just remember this. What about cube root? Okay, cube root, then we just do cube to cube root, then we just stick as positive cube root only. Okay, you don't have to put a negative. Okay, but if you want to understand fully, only for even powers, that means even powers, when we bring it over to the other side to become a root, then it'll be a plus minus root. So let's say if you want to do power 4, okay, x to the power of 4 equals to, let's say, a value. Then you need to do plus minus fourth root. We can do cube root, fourth root, fifth root, sixth root. You just need to put in the calculator. Okay? Odd number, then don't need. Okay? So odd powers, you just root it. That's all. Okay, number 5. This type 5, if you understand this. Okay, 5, 5, 5. Okay, easy, this one. Okay, let's go next one. Number 6. Okay, I'll go a bit faster, the easier ones. Okay, number 6. A vase contains flowers that are white or red or pink only. A flower is picked at random from the vase. The probabilities of picking each color flower are shown in the table. Find the probability of not picking a red flower. Okay, so the concept of probability means your chances of getting something, okay, or an event that is happening. So red over here, you have 0.05 probability or 0.05 chance for you to get a red flower. Okay, so what is not picking a red flower? There are two ways you can do it. You can either add this and this, or a not event is you take 1 minus 0.05. Very good, Seth. Okay, so 1, you can just do like that. 1 minus the event, which is 0.95. Or you can take 0.15 plus 0.8, also can. Okay, this is on probabilities, the topic of probabilities. Okay, number 7, rearrange the formula to make X as the subject. Okay, haven't learned yet. Okay, haven't learned yet. Don't worry. Don't worry. Y'all just copy down first. Later y'all go back to here. So some of the topics, some of you have not learned yet. So I just want y'all to try first. Okay, how to get X as a subject? What would be the equation? So this is a basic algebra type of question. We will take X as a subject. We will multiply 2 on both sides first. So it will be 2m equals to X plus Y. Then we want to make X alone. So X is 2m minus Y. No bracket. Okay, just 2m minus Y like that. Normally we'll put the subject on the left-hand side, so we can just rearrange it. X equals to 2m minus Y. Okay, the next one. Number 8, an expression in cm for the width of rectangle is x plus 3. The length of the rectangle is twice the width. Find in terms of x an expression for the perimeter of the rectangle. Give your answer in its simplest form. Okay, shapes, if you can draw it out, always draw it out. So when you draw a rectangle, okay, they say, okay, we try to draw as accurate as we can. They say the width is twice the length. So like this. Okay, let's see. Width is x plus 3. Okay, then the length. Okay, let's say this one, it doesn't matter which one you do as length and width. Okay, actually, sorry, it should be the other way around. Normally, length we will put over here. So length is x plus 3. Sorry, width is x plus 3. Why I keep reading it wrongly. Okay, width is x plus 3. Length is twice the width. So we can say it's 2 times x plus 3. Okay, they want us to find what is the perimeter. Okay, what is the perimeter? Okay, what is perimeter? Perimeter means this plus this plus this plus this. Okay, so we'll take here also x plus 3. Here also 2 bracket x plus 3. Okay, you can add it all up. So x plus 3 plus x plus 3 plus 2 bracket x plus 3 plus 2 bracket x plus 3. Okay, here will be 2x plus 6 plus 2x plus 6 plus 2x plus 6. 2x, 2x, 2x. We will get 6x. 6 plus 6 plus 6, we will get 18. So 6x plus 18. Okay, so these few questions is on algebra. Okay, algebra expressions. Okay, number 8. If you're good, can you type 8 in the chat? The 8. Good, good, good. Okay, our new friend Zenshin, are you okay? Can Okay, please ask if you're not so sure. Okay, let's go to the next one. Question 9. Okay, I want you to try this. Here is the net of a square base pyramid. The top vertex of the pyramid is directly above the center of the base. Calculate the total surface area of the pyramid. Your exam question. So your teachers are all also taking the same question. Okay, come, everyone try. What is the total surface area? Okay, total surface area means this is actually a 3D pyramid, but they cut it out like origami like that. Okay, so I want you all to calculate what is the area for this plus this plus this plus this plus this. What would be your answer? Okay, everyone try. Tell me what is your final answer. Okay, what is the base of the triangle? They already give you. They say it's a square base pyramid. Okay, so here is also 12, right? All of it will be 12. So we need to do two things. First one, the square. Okay, the square is 12 cm by 12 cm. So the area of the square, okay, area of square will be 12 multiplied by 12, which is equals to 144 cm squared. Okay, then the triangle. Okay, triangle will be half times base times height. Okay, so half the base times height, which is half. The base is 12. The height is 7. Half times 12 times 7. Okay, which is equals to 42. Okay, correct? Half times base times height. Okay, then you've got 4 triangles. So total area is equals to 144 plus 4 times 42. Okay, 4 times 42. Add it all up together. We get 312. So the final answer is 312 cm squared. Okay, anyone here have not learned on shapes, formula of shapes? Because shapes, you all have to memorize the formula. Okay, Ethan, Susie. Okay, anyone else? Haven't learned on shapes. Okay, but have you all learned shapes of triangle before? I'm pretty sure all of you have learned, right? Shapes of triangle. This is the same thing. Square confirm you all have learned before, right? Okay, so that means you all have learned. Okay, not. Okay, let's go next one. Question 10. Oh, okay, this one looks complicated. Yuri has 4 sets of numbered cards A, B, C, and D. Yuri chooses one of the sets of cards. He picks one card at random from this set and replaces it. He does this a total of 600 times from the same set. Yuri picks the number 1 a total of 118 times. Draw a ring around the set Yuri is most likely to have chosen. Okay, what can we say about Yuri? Yuri is a robot. Okay, Yuri is probably very bored lah. Okay, so he nothing else better to do. Okay, so what question is this? This is a probability. Okay, this is a probability question. Okay, what does it mean? If you look over here, okay, I want you all to observe. There are certain cards. Some got 3, some don't have 3, some got 2 3s, and then some got more cards, some got less cards. Okay, so this is a word question. It's a probability. So he took number 1. Oh, sorry, it's number one, not number three. So all of it got one. So you have to observe how many ones you have for all of it. Okay, so he took 118 times out of 600. Okay, what do we need to calculate first? Okay, what's the first thing that we need to calculate? We need to find what is the probability of getting one first. Okay, how do we get that? Probability of, okay, probability we can put like that, P of 1. Okay, you just take like that first. 118 over 600. Okay, 118 over 600. Because he take 100 and he get 118 times out of 600. Okay, type in the calculator. Okay, your calculator by default, it will give you another fraction, right? Okay, 59 over 300. Maybe this value not so good. You change it to the decimal place. Okay, do you know how to change your values to decimal place? Okay, so you can see this is what, if you are using the EX calculator, they will give you 59 over 300. But 59 over 300 very hard to compare with the values here because you don't have 300 cards over here. So we will change it to 0.197. Okay. 0.2. No. Try not to round out so much first. Okay. Because we want three significant figure. Okay, now for all of these cards, all of these sets, calculate the probability of getting one for all of it. Okay, so the first one will be what? 1 out of 4, right? Okay, so set A, okay, maybe I put it at the working over here. So for set A, the probability of getting 1 is 1 over 4. Okay, let's calculate what is 1 over 4 in decimal place. This one will be 0.25. Okay, the other one, 1 over 3. This will be 0.333. Okay, the next one, 2 over 3. 2 divided by 2 over 3, we will get 0.667. And set D, 1 out of 5. Okay, 1 over 5 is 0.2. Okay, which one is the closest to it? Okay, which one is the closest to it? 0.2, right? Okay, 0.197 and 0.2 is the closest one. So probably he is playing over here. Okay, so this is the answer, set D. Okay, so for those of you who have not learned this before, probabilities just means your chances of getting something. Okay, which one is the chance? The value on top is, let's say, like the event, we call it the event. Like if you want to take one, okay, so you got one time it happened. This one time it happened. This one two times it happened. Why is it set D? Because it's the closest number to the probability that we calculated based on this. Okay, I believe you can, Yishan. Okay, so y'all can write. What is the, you just say, possibility or probability of getting an actual decent man in life? She said impossible. Okay, no lah, not impossible. Can one. Okay, just takes time. Okay, just take time. Probability is your nightmare back in first exam or year 7. Yeah, have to practice lah. Probability is not actually not very hard, the chapter, but sometimes the formula can be a bit confusing. Okay, number 10. Wait, haven't finished. Sorry. Again, question B. Yuri picks one card at random from set A and one card at random from set C. He adds the number on the two cards together. He starts to draw this sample space diagram to show all the possible outcomes. Complete the diagram. Okay, so this is called a sample space diagram where they say they want to add up all the two values together. So set C, you have this value 112. So you're going to put here 112. Okay, how to do this? all you need to do is you just need to add this and this to get this value. This and this to get this value. Okay, then you keep continue on. So 1 plus 1 is equals to 2. 1 plus 2 equals to 3. 1 plus 4 equals to 5. Okay, you're going to do for every single values here. Okay, everyone try? Try to do the values. Fill out the table. Okay, so this is called a sample space diagram, or some of your books will call it a possibility diagram. Sample space or possibility diagram. It means all the possible outcomes if we take these two sets and put it together. Okay, so here we'll get same thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, who unmuted just now? Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then here 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. Okay, then here 2 plus 2 equals to 4. 2 plus 3 equals to 5. Then 2 plus 4, the last one, is equals to 6. Okay, sample space diagram. Okay, now, that means if we have two sets, okay, so imagine you're playing a game like that. You got one on your right hand, one on your left hand, okay? Your right hand is to get a card from set A. Your left hand is to get a card from set C, okay? So you're going to take two cards, okay? You're going to take one card. Now, these are all your possible outcomes. Okay, now, they ask you find the probability Yuri gets a total of 3 when he adds the numbers of his two cards together. Okay, so how many threes, total of 3 he will get out of this entire sample space diagram? Okay, here 1, 2, 3. 3 out of how many? Okay, so how many numbers are there here? So we can just take 3 multiplied by 4. So the total, okay, total outcome is 3 by 4, which is equal to 12. Okay, so out of the 12, 3 times over 12, right? 3 over 12 times is, you will get a total of 3. Okay, so you can write as 3 over 12, you can write as 1 over 4, you can also write as 0.25, either one of these answers. Okay, up to you. I will normally write either 1 over 4 or 0.25. Okay, so probability will be one of the big topic until you go to year 11. Normally, your teacher will teach you further back during the year one, okay, at the end of the term. Okay, so if maybe some of you here are still at the beginning of your term, maybe you all haven't learned yet. All right, okay, question 10. If you can do this, can you type 10? Okay, I see 10, 10, 10. Okay, 10, 10, good. All right, can we move on? Lengthy, this one. Okay, let's go to question 11. Okay, we have this. The diagram shows A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H drawn on grid. Match each equation to the correct line. Okay, we have y equals to 3, x equals to 0, x equals to 5, and y equals to 0. Okay, first of all, we have to understand the concept of straight line equation first. Okay, how do we understand straight line equation if the equation is just y equals to something or x equals to something? Okay, let me just explain to you all briefly if you all haven't learned straight line equation yet. Okay, this is called an x and y axis. Okay, x and y axis. If you have a vertical line. Okay, this one we call a vertical line. It means going down like this. And let's say it passes through this value called A. Okay. A can be anything, can be 1, 2, 3, okay, can be positive, can be negative, can be decimal. We will call this line x equals to A. Got it? Okay, vertical line is not y. Vertical line is x equals to A because it passes through the x point. Whereas a horizontal line, okay, this one is called a horizontal line. Let's say it passes through B here. Okay, it can be any value, any y value. So here will be y equals to B. Okay, everyone understand the concept? Okay, now let's see. They say we want y equals to 3. Okay, y equals to 3. Where is y equals to 3? Here, right? Okay, you don't care about all these other lines. Okay, I just want you all to see here. Okay, y equals to 3 will be this line here. Okay, let's plot it out. Y equals to 3. Okay, so to match this sentence, it will be a line through B and E. Okay, line through B and E. Okay, next one. X equals to 0. Okay, this one I will put in green color like this. Okay, this one is X equals to 0, A and B. Correct or not? A and B. Okay, the last one. Line through A and B. Okay, the next one. X equals to 5. So this one is a vertical line also. Okay, let's use our next color. X equals 5. Okay, here. This is X equals to 5. It's a line passing through G and F, or F and G. This pink color line. Okay, then the last one. Y equals to 0. Okay, Y equals to 0 means this is the x-axis here. Okay, let me use this dot. Okay, Y equals 0, this is your horizontal line. It passes through C and D. Okay, like this. C and D. Yx is on the y-axis. And y is... No, you follow this. Follow this concept. That's why I say it's opposite one. Okay, it's opposite. Because a horizontal line... Okay, a horizontal line is passing through the y. A vertical line is passing through x. Okay, so it's sort of like the balik one. Okay, it's inverted when we name the equation. Yeah, confusing, right? Okay, so this is on the concept of straight line equation. By right, you should learn this in year 7 itself. Okay, on when you all learn on straight line graph. Okay, let's see question B. Write down the equation of the line E that go through E and F. Ooh, okay. What if you have a line going through E and F here? Like this. Okay, what do you think is this line? Anyone knows? Okay, clue is a line that goes through right in the middle of the X and Y axis. Okay, what's this line? Okay, if you don't know, this one, we need to know for our syllabus. If you have a line that passes through directly in the middle of the Y and X axis, this equation is called Y equals to X. Okay, so you memorize this one. Y is equals to X. What do I mean y equals to x? That's the equation. The equation is called y equals to x. Okay, why does it mean y equals to x? Because you see, when x is 1, y is 1. This point. When x is 2, y is 2. When x is 3, y is 3. Okay, when x is 4, y is 4. Y equals mx plus c. It's actually y equals mx plus c. Okay, so your c is 0, your m is equals to 1. So it's still under the concept of y equals mx plus c, just that we don't have to calculate it. Okay, so in our syllabus, we need to know that a line that passes through right in the middle is just y equals to x. Yes, because the x and y value is always the same. Okay, yeah, it needs to be directly in the middle, not just any random line that goes up. If it goes going up, then Kevin, you're correct. Okay, you have to use the y equals mx plus c concept. Then you have to find what is your gradient, you have to find what is your y-intercept. Okay, but for this one, don't need. Okay, let's go to question 12. Okay, number 12. Mia writes down 5 whole numbers. She picks one of the numbers at random. Outcome E is she picks an even number. Outcome O is she picks an odd number. Tick to show if each of these statements must be true, could be true, must be false. Okay, we have here 5 whole numbers. Okay, we don't know what's this whole number. If we don't assume that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we don't know. E is even. O is odd. Okay, is outcome E is more likely to happen than outcome O. Okay, what do you think? You got 5 numbers. You got even and odd. Okay, so do we know how many even and how many odd do we have? Based on the statement here, we don't know, right? Okay, but it is possible that E can be more than O, right? You can have more possible, more numbers. Maybe you have 4 even numbers and 1 odd number. Okay, we don't know, but it is a possibility. So this one is could be true. Okay, could be true. Could be true, could be false also. Okay, so that's why we say could be true. Okay, outcome E and outcome O can happen at the same time. Okay, can you have equivalent uh numbers of even and odd numbers here? Okay, do we take equivalent of even and odd numbers here? Cannot, right? Okay, because you have only 5 numbers. So either you have more even or more odd. You cannot have like 2.5 and 2.5 number. It's either most also you can get 2 and 3 numbers. Okay, 2 odd, 3 even. Okay, so this one must be false. Okay, we have to, yeah, in our syllabus, yeah, got a lot of this type of question. So that's why you all have to see more and more exam type of question. Most of you all just do textbook question. That's why not enough. Textbook cannot help you all score in exam, and you all have to challenge yourself to do this type of question. Okay, number 12. Okay, we do one more before we take a short break. Okay, question 13. Okay, this one on shapes. Ahmed makes these scale drawings of the front view, side view, and plan view of a prism. Okay, he then sketches this 3D drawing of the prism. Okay, what did they give us? Okay, work out the 2 missing lengths in the 3D drawing. Write your answer on the drawing. Okay, the only thing that they gave us here is 25 cm. Okay, 25 cm. Your exam question also. Okay. So, how do we do this? Okay, we want to see from, okay, plan means from the top. Okay, plan means from the top, but we need to base on this first. Okay, this is the side. Sorry, this is the front. From here to here, this is the side. Okay, so the only information that we have is that here, the side here is equivalent to 25 cm. Okay, so why is it important for us to base on this? Okay, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we need to see one box represent how many cm. Okay, so here, one box is how many cm? Okay, we calculate this first. One box is equals to 25 divided by 5 cm. So which is equals to 5 cm. Now we can do all the rest. Okay, what do they want us over here? Okay, this part here, okay, we look at the side. This one got two boxes. So two boxes will be equals to 10 cm, okay, which is this part here. Okay, one more. On the plan, okay, this is from the plan view. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, here got 7 boxes. Okay, so 7 box means 7 times 5, which is equals to 35 cm. Okay, so this is a question on shape and also on scale. Okay, this is a scale type of question. Okay, if you can do this, can you type 13? Okay, for question 13. Okay, can. Okay, we take a short break first. Continue doing the question. We'll come back at 6:23. Okay, we take a short 5 minutes break. Continue doing question 14 onwards. And I'll see you all in 5 minutes time. Go take a toilet break, water break. Okay, number 14. This is a topic on function. Okay, here is a function machine. You have x times 3 minus 5 output. Okay, we just covered this chapter. Complete the table showing the inputs and output for the function machine. Okay, what is the output? So you want to get here, we'll take x times 3 minus 5. So we'll take minus 10 times 3, then minus 5. Okay, what's minus 10 times 3 minus 5? Minus 30 minus 5, and we get minus 35. Okay, the next one. If they give us the output, remember, if you want to go from output to input, what will happen? Everything will be reverse. Okay, or we call it inverse. This is called an inverse function. So minus 5 will become plus 5, times 3 will become divided by 3. Okay, so I want y'all to follow this order also. So 7 now plus 5. Okay, we do 7 plus 5 first, then we divide it by 3. Okay, 12 divided by 3, which is equals to 4. Okay, this is on functions. Okay, number 15. Lily wants to investigate the favorite gym equipment of members of her gym. There are 700 adults and 50 children who are members of her gym. Lily decides to sample 30 adults and 30 children. Give one reason why this may not be an appropriate sample to choose. Okay. Why not appropriate? Okay, so look at the numbers. I want you all to observe the numbers. You have 700 adults and 50 children. Okay, so during her test that time, okay, when she do the sample, she took 30 adults and then 30 children. Do you think, okay, what's wrong with this? Anything wrong? I take 30 adults and 30 children. Okay, because the 30 adults does not represent what? So does not represent the mean population. Okay, why? The question is, why does it represent the main population? What's the reason behind? Why can't I just take 30 of them out of the 700? Okay. Can I take 30 out of the 700? Okay, will it be an accurate? Okay, the thing is actually can, okay? But the result won't be reliable, okay? That is possible, one of the possibility. But because now you are comparing with the children also, okay, you can actually take 30 out of 700. So if we learn on the topic of statistics, okay, you all learn this sample, right? You either go and do the interview. So you ask a few people, let's say we ask this whole class, okay? Let's say this whole class got 100 people. Okay, can I just take out of 100 people, I maybe just interview 20 people, okay, on what is your favorite flavor of ice cream? Okay, technically can, okay, because if I have to ask 100 of y'all, it'll take a lot of time, right? It'll take a lot of time, it'll take a lot of energy. So I will take a small sample. That's the meaning of sample. So 30 actually can, okay, but like what Sean say, it may not be accurate. And also, but the true or the more accurate answer is that both of these, the proportion is different. Can you see? This one you take 30 out of 700. This one you take 30 out of 50. 30 out of 50 will be more accurate, right? Okay, way more accurate than this 30 out of 700. Okay, so the reason why we can write this down is the sample does not contain the same, okay, keyword is same proportion of adults and children as the population. Okay, so that means the proportion of it, your fraction of it, is very different for both adults and children. Okay, question B. Lily decides to interview the members of her sample instead of giving them a questionnaire. Write down one advantage of this method. Okay, so you'll get honest answers. Okay, anything else? What other advantage? So if I were to ask you all, if I want to do a survey, I ask you all questions directly rather than just give you a form like that. Then I ask you to fill up A, B, C, D or do a rating. Okay, which one, why do you think if I ask you all directly will be better? Okay, I can explain the answers also, right? Oh, sorry, I can explain the questions also, right? The question and the answer. Maybe if you all don't understand, you all say, teacher, I don't know what flavor this ice cream is. Okay, I give you some durian chocolate milkshake flavor. Okay, so you don't know how it tastes like, so I can give you, okay, I can give you the, or let you taste also. Okay, so I can clarify with you all. Okay, so what we can say over here is that can explain any questions that are not understood. Okay, we also can say one more thing is that more likely to get a response. Okay, so if I ask you right in person, right, then you cannot run away from me. So you need to answer me immediately. Okay, so just write one of these answers here. Okay, 15. This is on just it's a word kind of problem for statistics. Okay, statistics is about data. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, question 16. Okay, a box contains green, red, and black pens only. The proportion of the pens that are green is 5 over 12. The proportion of the pens that are red is 1 over 3. Find the ratio of green to red to black pens. Give the ratio in its simplest form. Okay, this is another ratio and proportion question. Okay, you can see that all these IGCSE question is getting harder and harder. And by the way, these are recent papers. Okay, these are recent papers for y'all to practice. If y'all, by the way, y'all want the year 7 one also, y'all can ask me for it. Okay, maybe some of you want to recap back on some year 7 topics. Okay, so here, proportion of the pens that are green. Okay, so the first one is green is 5 over 12. Red is 1 over 3. Green to red to black. Okay, so how do we understand this? Green, 5 over 12. Red is 1 over 3. Okay, we want to find green to red to black. Okay, this is what we can do. We write down the ratio here first. 5 over 12. Then 1 over 3. Okay, what is the black proportion first? Okay, what's the black proportion? So total proportion will always be equals to 1. Okay, so we want to find what is the proportion of black, which you are going to take 1 minus 5 over 12 minus 1 over 3. Okay, so take your calculator, just type in the calculator for this one. We will get 1 over 4. Okay, so the proportion for black over here is 1 over 4. Okay, now, what's the next thing that we need to do? When we do proportion, you don't want your denominator. Okay, you want it as a whole number. So, to get rid of this, we change to a LCM first. Okay, what is your lowest common multiple between 12, 3, and 4? Okay, which is 12, right? Okay, so we can take this, we multiply by 4 and 4. This one we multiply by 3 and 3. So we will get this part here. Okay, your next line will be 5 over 12 to 4 over 12 to 3 over 12. Okay, the moment you have this, now you can multiply all your values by 12 to get rid of this. So it's 5 to 4 to 3. Okay, 5, 4, 3. Tricky question. Few more to go. Yeah, let's finish this up. Okay, let's go to question 17. Okay, the circumference of a circle is 136.4 cm. Calculate the radius of the circle. Okay, what is the formula for circumference of circle? It's called your circumference. What's the formula? We have to memorize this. R circumference is equals to 2 pi r. Okay, 2 pi r. So we will take 136.4 equals to 2 pi r. R is 136.4 over 2 pi. Okay, let's type in the calculator. 136.4 divided by 2 pi. Okay, we should get 21.7. Okay, how many decimal place do we write to? Okay, the key is 3 significant figures. Normally, this is the instruction for IGCSE. Okay, unless they suddenly change it, but it has been this lah. Okay, this one 3 SF. Okay, everyone good until here? Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, question 18. The grid shows shape A, B, and point C. Write down the vector that translate shape A onto shape B. Okay, this is on the topic of transformation. Transformation, what does it mean to translate? Okay, to translate shape A to shape B. That means this is called your object. This is your image. Okay, to translate means how do you shift it? So you just take one of the points. Okay, let's say you take this point here. Okay, at the top left here. It translate over here, right? Okay, so how many x direction and how many y direction? Okay, this is x. This is y. Okay, you have to understand x. If it's going to the right, then it's positive. If it's going to the left, then it's negative. If it's going up, it's positive. If it's going down, then it's negative. Okay, so what is the vector over here? Okay, this form a bracket x, y. This is called a vector. So x, there's no direction of x, but it goes up 1, 2, 3 direction. Okay, 3 y. Okay, so y is equals to positive 3. Y equals to 3. So no x, so we'll take here as 0, 3. This is how we answer. Okay, the next one. Point C is translated by vector minus 25, 40. Write down the vector that translate point D onto point C. Okay, so now they say C to D is minus 25, 40. Like that, to get your point D. Okay, let's say point D is over here. What is the translation from point D to point C? That means the reverse of it. Okay, so what would be the reverse? Okay, 25 then minus 40. Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, Razik, you're good. So the reverse of it will just be opposite the symbol. Okay, so the inverse, just remember this opposite symbol. Very good. Okay, the last one. Point C is reflected in the line x equals to 6 to give point E. Write down the coordinates of point E. Okay, reflection. Okay, reflection means if you have a mirror at x equals to 6, so let's say x equals to 6 is here. Okay, just now we learned on straight line. X equals to 6. Okay, where is the reflection of this point E? Point E will be over here. Okay, what would be the coordinates of this? Okay, so we have to take here, this is one space, then here also move one space. Okay, so here 1, here also move 1. So 6 will become 7. Okay, this point E. Then the Y will be the same because it's on the same level. So the answer will be 7, 4. Okay, 7, 4. Okay, very good. Okay, let's go to question 19. Okay, I want you all to try this. This is a year 7 question. Complete these sentences with the correct rounded number. 307021 correct to 2 significant figure is what? Okay, what will be the answer of this? This is a whole number with 6 digits. What would be the 2SF? Okay, can anyone give me the answer? 31. Okay, is it 31? Okay, 300,000. Okay, any other answers? Okay, everyone agree? Is it 300,000? Okay, so for whole number, where is the two significant figure? Okay, two significant figure means we will stop over here, right? 3, then the second, this is your second SF. Okay, we right here. Second SF. So that means we will stop over here. But since this is a whole number, you cannot just cut all of this behind. That only applies for decimal place. So now you have to look at this number. 7. The next number is 7. Do we round up or not? Okay, do we round up the value or do we maintain? So 5 and above, we have to round up. Okay, so this one, you have to plus 1. So the answer will be 310,000. Okay, not 300,000, 310,000. Okay, correct to three significant figure for this one, 0.0389647. Okay, what is the 3SF for this? Okay, what do you think? Okay, which one will be the first significant figure for a decimal place like this? Okay, so first significant figure will be this. This is your first SF. So your third significant figure will be here. Okay, we'll stop over here. 0.0389. You have to look at the next value. 6, do we round it up? 6 have to round up, right? So here will be plus 1. Okay, but here plus 1 will become 0. Okay, so if it's 0, then you have to add 1 also to the previous one. So what will be the final answer? This will be 0.0390. Okay, you have to write the last 0. Otherwise, it will only be two significant figure. Okay, the 0 after a non-zero digit, this one is considered as a significant figure. Okay, so go and recap on this. All these are the earlier chapters of your year 7. Okay, question 19. Okay, let's go to question 20. Complete these sentences about percentage change with the correct numbers. To increase a value by 4%, you multiply the decimal by the decimal what? Okay, you multiply by the decimal what? What's the value of this? Okay, anyone? Absolute change. Okay, by right, actually, I was planning to teach you all on this next week. Okay, so haven't learned percentages. Okay, how do we increase a value by 4%? 4% will be 100 plus 4. Okay, 100% plus 4%, which is 104%. The decimal will be 104 divided by 100, which is 1.04. Okay, then the next one, to increase a value by what percent you multiply by 2? Okay, how many percent? So 2 means 200%. Okay, 2 and 200% is the same thing. So to increase this, we have to increase by 100% because the original one is 100. So it will be 100 plus 100. Your original value is 100% already. We want to increase by another 100% to get 200%. Okay, question B. Okay, this is a tricky sentence. Complete this sentence about absolute change with the correct number. When 150 is decreased by 300%, the absolute change is, okay, 150 is equals to 100% right now. Okay, this is what it means. Okay, we write the other way around. 100% is equals to 150. Okay, because this is the original value. So if it's decreased by 300%, 300% means we multiply this by 3, and this one also multiply by 3. So we will get 150 times 3, which is equals to 450. Okay, but sorry, decrease means minus. Minus 450. This is on percentages. Okay, let's go to question 21. This is another one on expression under your algebra. Mike writes 3 equations where H represents hours, D is days, M is months, Y is years. Tick to show if each of his equation is always true, sometimes true or false. One has been done for you. Okay, when we do expression, I often see students, y'all will invert the equation because of how you all read it. Okay, so if you read as like this, one day has 24 hours. Is it correct or not? D equals to 24H. Okay, don't not correct. Okay, the correct equation will be 24D is equals to H. Because the number of hours is you multiply the days by 24. This is how we understand. Okay, or how we convert the word statement into an equation. Okay, M equals to 12Y. What does this mean? Month equals to 12 times years. Is this correct? Month equals to 12 times years. Yes, right? Okay, it's always true, right? Every year there's always 12 months. Okay, so we take 12 times the number of years. That is the total number of months. So this one is always true. Okay, how about this? D equals to 31M. Okay, is it always 31 days for every month? Sometimes true, right? Yeah, okay. So it can be true, it can be false. Okay, because some days is 30, some days is 28, sometimes 29. Okay, let's quickly do the last 4 questions. Okay, another probability. Wow, this paper a lot of probability. Angelic has some red tickets and some yellow tickets. Each ticket has a single number written on it. The table shows information about her tickets. Okay, she has red and yellow tickets. Number used on the tickets. Okay, so you got 1 to 27. Then you have 1 to 20. Okay, this is the number on this ticket. So we can also say that we have 27 red tickets and 20 yellow tickets. Okay, Angelique picks a ticket at random. She writes the sentences about the ticket she picks, each with an incorrect fraction. Okay, the probability my ticket is red is 1 over 2. The probability that my ticket shows an even number is 1 over 2. Okay, basically this is wrong. So now, what is the correct fraction? The probability that my ticket is red is what? Okay, so how many red ticket she has? 27 red and 20 yellow. So total tickets is 27 plus 20, which is 47. How many red ticket she has? 27. So 27 over 47. Okay, you need to put how many red over the total amount. Okay, the next one, the probability that my ticket shows an even number. This one still okay, right? Okay, even number. How many even numbers do you have out of here? Okay, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 until 27. This one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 until 20. Okay, total how many even numbers do we have out of this 47? What do you all think? 13? Okay, why 13? Okay, so how many even numbers here? Total, not just the red one. Not just the red one. Okay, so we got 13 here. Okay, you're correct. The yellow one? Yellow one, how many even numbers we have? So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. We have 10 even numbers here. So how many even numbers that we have? Total even is 13 plus 10, which is 23. So this will be 23 over 47. All right. Okay, any question here? Okay, why got so many probability? I also don't know. Okay, sometimes got more, sometimes got less. But you all see the first paper is not very hard, right? The second one, this one a little bit tricky. But most of it also, we don't have to really use calculator here. I think still can do, right? Most of the question without calculator. Okay, just a bit tricky, some of it. Okay, let's go to question 23. Okay, let's solve this. Okay, can you all try to solve? Give you all 1 minute. Solve this, tell me what is your x value. You can use your calculator. 5 times 4x plus 3 equals to 97 minus 8 times 0.5 minus x. X equals to 9. Try again. Okay, try again. It is not 9. Okay, anyone got the answer? We try before I give you all the answer. So we can. Okay, I see Sean's answer. Okay. Anyone else got a different answer? Okay, anyone don't know how to do? Anyone stuck with the question? It's just plus, minus, times, divide only. Okay, what do we do first? We have to open up the bracket first. So this times this times this. So 20x plus 15 equals to 97. 8 times 0.5 minus 4 minus 8 times minus x plus 8x. Okay, then we're going to bring all the x to one side. 20x minus 8x, 97 minus 4 minus 15. Okay, we calculate for this. This will be 12x. On the right hand side, 97 minus 4 minus 15 will be equals to 78. X will be 78 divided by 12, which is equals to 6.5. Okay, so good job, Mr. Sean. Okay. Let's go to the last few questions here. Okay, number 24 on shapes. The diagram shows a cuboid container and a triangular prism container. The cross-section of the triangular prism is a right-angled triangle. The cuboid is completely filled with water. So inside here got water. The water is poured from the cuboid into the empty triangular prism. So water pour into here. Calculate the fraction of the triangular prism that is filled by the water. Okay, so we need to find what is the volume of water first. Okay, volume of water, we will follow the cuboid, which is 5 times 2.6 times 4, which is equals to 52 cm cube. Okay, then the prism. Okay, how do we calculate the volume of the prism? Okay, do you remember what's the formula for this? Area of cross section multiply by the length. Okay, area of cross section multiplied by the length. What is the cross section? This part here will be your cross section. Okay, which is a triangle. So here will be half times base times height and multiply by the length. This will be the length. Okay, so the base is this one. The height is this one. So half times 3.25 times height, which is 6. This is based on a triangle. Then multiply by the length times 8. So 1 over 2 times 3.25 times 6 times 8, which is equals to 78 cm cube. Okay, then they say the fraction of the triangular prism that is filled by water. So fraction, the water has 52. The total is 78. So 52 divided by 78 will be equals to 2 over 3. This is a 4-mark question. Okay, let's go to the last one. Okay, everyone good? Okay, last one for today. Okay, y'all answer me. This one, 1 mark only. Here is an equation. 8 minus x plus y equals to 20. Choose the correct words and the correct number to complete the sentence. X is what? Y by what? X is what? Y by what? Okay, so how do we... Okay, we first have to rearrange the sentence, the equation first to fit into this sentence. What does this mean? Okay, so what we need to do is let's make x as a positive value first. Okay, so I want y'all to do this. Okay, the x and the y, you bring to the right hand side. So become like that. X minus y, then here 8 minus 20. Okay, which will get minus 12 equals to x minus y. Okay, or x minus y equals to minus 12. So this is how we can read it. X is what? Greater than or less than? Because x minus y will be equals to minus 12. So x is a smaller number, right? Y is the bigger number. So we can say that x is less than y by 12 because x minus y equals to minus 12. All right. Okay, congratulations everyone. You all have survived through another paper. Okay, I'll send this to y'all. Okay, if you are good and y'all can understand this. Okay, hard this paper. Yeah, so okay. Not meant to be easy. So we need to practice a bit more. Okay, so if you can do this, okay, can you just type awesome in the chat? Okay, so I know that y'all can follow through. Okay, please just identify, okay, what are the topics that y'all need to work on, and then y'all let me know, because teacher want to help you all through to catch up and also to prepare, okay, to prepare anything for your next exam. Okay, let me just send here. Boom, boom. Okay, this will be, okay, these will be my solutions. Okay, y'all can refer to. Okay, I'll stop this recording first, then I'll brief you all what I want y'all to do next.